Welcome back, Bitcoin developers. This is video number 3 in a series on the Bitcoin DevKit CLI tool. Now we're getting into the fun part. We're going to build a wallet using the tool so we can start making transactions. Let's go. I'm going to use the generate subcommand, which is under the key command, and provide it with an optional entropy parameter of 12. This will give me a 12-word recovery phrase. The Bitcoin DevKit requires you to work with output descriptors when you want to generate a wallet. A full review of output descriptors is outside the scope of this video, but if you want to learn more about them, you should check out the documentation on the Bitcoin core repo at bitcoin/doc/descriptors. But we're still going to need a descriptor here, so I do want to show you how to build a typical BIP84 compatible wallet that uses Bech32 address format. So you can think of this as a current modern version of single sig wallets. The CLI tool works with testnet by default, so you can play around with keys and descriptors without worrying about real mainnet coins or anything like that. It's great for experimenting. So I'm going to grab this expriv that was given to me by the output here, and this will become what's known as the BIP32 root key. It's our starting point for the derivation path. Here's a post about the BIPs that shape HD wallets like the one we're about to build. We're using the BIP84 standard on testnet, and so the exact derivation path here is root key 84.1.0.0 and then all children addresses. If it's your first time building one of those descriptors, I recommend using a text editor so they're easier to play around with. I wrote a template on line 2 here, and so we're going to follow that to build our descriptor. First, the type of address I want to derive here are witness public key hash, so WPKH. Then open parentheses, and I'm going to paste in my expriv from before. After that, I'm going to write /84h, which is a hardened node at that point, and then 1 for testnet, also hardened, and then 0 hardened, and then 0, and then star. The star here means that we want to be able to derive any number of children addresses at that location. And that's it. That's my descriptor. Now that I have my descriptor ready, I'm going to load up the wallet in the REPL. So I'm going to do bdk-cli REPL and provide it with the descriptor in a string. So double quotes, pasting my descriptor, close the double quotes. And now I'm in the REPL. I know the wallet worked because it didn't throw an error, so I can try to sync the wallet, get a balance, and see if I can get a new address. And it worked. The last thing I want to show you is how to go from a recovery phrase to the BIP32 root key. So for example, if I wrote down the 12 words earlier, what I could do here is bdk-cli key restore mnemonic, and then my words. This gives me back my root key or the expriv, and so I can rebuild the descriptor from there. And that's it. Now we have a wallet, it's ready to go, and in the next videos we're going to start making transactions. See you there.